Hey guys, welcome back. So I got a quick little video for y'all today on this palette right here, the Maybelline Soda Pop Palette. Super duper cute. So we are going to talk about the pricing, look at the packaging, look at some swatches. I'll let you know what I think about the formula of these shadows, how they are to work with, my overall thoughts and opinions on this palette, and then I'll also show you a little tutorial on how I did this look right here. So yeah, let's get to it. So the price of this palette is going to vary based on where you buy it from, but I've seen it anywhere from like around $10 to $13 or $14, so pretty good price point on it. I think that the packaging is really, really cute. You know, when I look at this, I think cute drugstore packaging, and that just makes me happy because I'm a drugstore makeup girl. I love drugstore makeup, and I have for years, so it just like, it has that drugstore look to it, but in a really cute way. I love the little like soda pop, little graphic in the name, super duper cute. This is what it looks like next to the Lemonade Craze palette. So same sort of theme to it, you know, as far as like layout and how they did the name and all that jazz. But this one is more on the purpley side as far as the packaging goes. As far as what you get in here though, this is more of a warm tone palette plus some kind of grapey colors in here. So it definitely has that grape soda sort of theme to it, but then you've got some really nice warm tone neutrals up here too. So you could totally do like an all cool tone purpley look if you stay down here, or you can do a warm tone neutral look up here, or you can mix them all together, which is what I did in my eye look today. So lots of options. I have not counted mattes versus shimmers. Now some of them are kind of like hard to tell, like it almost looks like they're gonna be matte, but then you put them on your eyes and it ends up being more satiny. But it looks like, we'll just label them satin matte. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 satiny matte colors, and then the rest are kind of shimmery, metallic-y sort of shades. So super pretty. Now for some swatches, starting in the top left side of the palette, this is Chilling. This is Tonic. This is Ginger Ale. Sugar High. Crushing. Cola Float. Bottom half of the palette, this is Soda Fizz, Grape Pop, Cherry on Top, Blue Raspberry, Cherry Cola, and Root Beer. They all swatch really, really beautifully. Then as far as the formula goes on these shadows and just how they are to work with, I am really impressed with the formula of these shadows. They swatch really beautifully, and I feel like they perform really well on the eyes as well. The mattes are kind of, I would describe them as like a soft, silky feeling shadow. Less on the soft side, more on the silky side. So they don't kick up a ton of product in the pan, a little bit in the pan, but there's very little fallout on the face, especially if you tap off your brush. I would still tap off your brush with them, but they just have this silky sort of feeling to them. They blend really well on the eyes. I haven't had any problems working with the mattes. The metallic-y shades are really beautiful too. They're very pretty dry, but I always pretty much use them with some kind of a setting spray because that just kicks them up a notch and makes them even more vibrant. So that's how I use them, but I feel like they're really, really pretty. Soda Fizz is probably the most difficult one to work with in the whole palette because it's a very loosely packed shimmery shade. But actually this is probably my favorite one in the whole palette. I just use it with some kind of a setting spray and that just kicks it up a notch, helps hold it together and really makes it pop. It is a beautiful shadow. So I love that one. It just takes a little bit of tweaking when you apply it and work with it. But every time I have used this palette, I've loved the end result, the end eye look. It's just so pretty on the eyes. I haven't noticed any major fading with it. Most shadows fade on me a little bit throughout the day, but these last very, very well as far as that goes. Maybe a little bit of fading, but as far as the levels of fading, it does really well as far as wear time goes. So I'm just impressed with this little palette. Overall review on it, I think it's great. You know, I enjoyed the Lemonade Craze palette, but I think I like this one even more. Well, I know I like this one more. This is probably one of my favorite little palettes in the drugstore right now. I am so impressed with this little palette. So I love it. That's my overall impression and review on it. So now we're gonna get to the tutorial. Okay, so I already applied some eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna first get some of ginger ale and just set that primer. This is a little bit dark for me to do this, but it works okay. Okay, now I'm gonna get a little combo of these two right here, which is chilling, and then also some of crushing. Kind of mixing those together. Tap off my brush a little bit, and then I'm going to build this up in my crease and transition area. Okay, now I'm going to take some of Cola Float on a little crease brush and apply some of this in my outer corner and then also my inner corner. Bringing it to the crease, connecting that, but leaving my lid open. I'm just playing and having fun with this palette. So I'm gonna get some of Grape Pop on a flat concealer brush, tap it off, I'm gonna get a little bit more, tap it off, and then I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray. And I'm gonna apply this to the center part of my lid and build up this color. Definitely think that was one of those cases where I totally missed my brush with that setting spray. And I'm bringing this into that inner corner and outer corner shade, kind of overlapping. We'll bring some of that back in a little bit. I do have some fallout just on this side because I think I forgot to tap off my brush, so really don't have any on this side. I mean, as long as you tap off your brush, it's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna bring back a little bit of that inner and outer corner color. I'm just kind of barely, lightly touching. Just bring a little bit more depth. Now I'm gonna take a tiny brush. This is a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush, and I'm gonna get some of Cherry on Top, just a little bit of that. Apply just a little bit of this in my outer corner, just for a little bit more dimension. Also gives it a little bit more of a purpley look in the outer corner, just adding some of that kind of plummy tone. Going back in with just a little bit more of that purpley shade, wetting the brush, just to make sure that that's like the most vibrant color you see. Now I'm going to apply some liner and mascara to my upper lash line and upper lashes. I'm going to use my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper and my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, went ahead and applied some concealer, powder, and bronzer. So for my lower lash line, I'm really torn. Like, I really want to use Grape Pop again, but I want to play with more colors so that you can see just like lots of colors on my eyes. So I'm going to get some of Sugar High on a BH Cosmetics number 10 brush. Again, tap that off. And I've been spraying my brush a lot for my lower lash line. I just find that I get like, I don't know, less of it going everywhere. So, and that's across all brands. So I am just applying this, running along my lower lash line. Soften that a little bit with my concealer brush. Okay, now I'm gonna get some of Soda Fizz. I love this one. Now it is probably the most loosely packed in the whole palette, but it is beautiful. I love this shade. So just getting that on that same brush, I'm gonna spray it, and then I'm gonna run this along the inner half of my lower lash line. And then for that little pop of color on the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to get some of Tonic on a pencil brush. And just going to tap this on the inner corners of my eyes. And now I'm just going to finish off with some mascara on my lower lashes. I'm going to use my CoverGirl Clump Crusher. Alright guys, so that wraps up this video. So hope that you really enjoyed it and I hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was. Let me know down below, what do you think about this palette if you've tried it out? What are your thoughts and opinions on it? Which one do you like better? Either the Lemonade Craze or the Soda Pop. I love hearing your thoughts. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!